From WFRV TV Local 5, your local election headquarters, this is Newsmaker Sunday with your host, Tom Zaleski.
Good morning. Welcome to Newsmaker Sunday. I'm Tom Zaleski. As we begin to close out a very difficult year, business owners across Northeast Wisconsin are looking forward and hoping for a better 2021. And we begin our conversation this morning with Jennifer Stefani, the Executive Director of Appleton Downtown Incorporated. Jen, thanks for being with us this morning. What's your situation with businesses in your area? I take it you've seen better days.
We certainly have seen better days. A very difficult year for the businesses here in downtown Appleton, but I will tell you they are very resilient, and they are very innovative and very tough, and they are absolutely looking forward to the new year. They are looking at different ways to engage their customers, and they've done a tremendous job of keeping their businesses active and keeping their businesses alive during this very difficult year.
Yeah, the holiday season, traditionally the busiest time of the year for a lot of your shops and your stores downtown. This year, of course, very much different. Big one, of course, the cancellation of the annual Christmas parade. That brought people downtown. So what are your owners telling you at this point? We're so close to Christmas, about their holiday sales.
So what we're hearing from the businesses is pretty positive at this point, that the critical fourth quarter can really make or break a business's year. And we're very fortunate that the community has really identified this strong initiative to support local businesses. We launched a campaign early in the season called Support 920. Select 9 businesses, spend $20, help to support a local business. And it's done very well and brought lots of awareness to the downtown businesses that need that support, whether that's a takeout meal or ordering a product from downtown or shopping within the downtown district. These are all critical things to be doing right now. And the fourth quarter is actually panning out relatively well for a lot of our stores and restaurants. It's certainly no comparison to past years, but they're getting through.
We have seen a lot of organizations that are teaming up in a way to help each other out. Has that been effective for Appleton?
Absolutely. We've partnered together with the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Chamber of Commerce, Future Nina, the Heart of the Valley Chamber. We all spend a lot of time communicating with each other, sharing resources, being able to support each other, sharing concepts like the shop hops and virtual promotions to make sure that we're sharing in those resources and really helping to lift each other up.
All right, so we're about to turn the page from 2020, begin this new year of 21. How are your business owners planning for what's ahead, or for at least what they hope is ahead?
Well, I think it's going to be a slow start to the new year, as it typically is for a lot of small businesses. That January, February timeframe is sometimes a struggle. We have a few promotions that we're looking to be kicking off. We know we've done a great job of selling gift certificates this season, and we really want to help to promote the redemption of those certificates and get those dollars flowing. We sell a lot of them that are good for all of the businesses within the district, but they don't get that money until those are redeemed. So we want to make sure that that gets flowing. So we're going to be launching some of that early in the season. I have to say that some of the businesses really looked to innovation and have created products to go. A great example is Deja Vu Martini Lounge created a to-go martini, a brand new product that they were able to launch. Hot chocolate bombs, all the rage this season. Many of our coffee shops and stores like Crazy Sweet picking up on this trend and creating those products, and they're selling out every day and they're taking orders for them. So it's really part of this is that innovation. And as you start to look at your product lines and how you're delivering your product to the consumer, and the businesses are really taking that to heart as they come into this new year and making sure that their business is ready.
Yeah, and some fun products like you mentioned. When it comes back to getting back to normal, the health experts, they're telling us it may be months, maybe into the summer. How long can some of these businesses hang on, or for some of them, is it just too late? Is there no tomorrow for them?
Well, that's a one to answer. We hope that they can hang on until we can get some of these folks flowing again. In the meantime, we have to look at those innovative ways of keeping their sales moving. That's easier for some businesses than it is for others. If you're a bar that relies on that traffic flow into your business, this is an extremely challenging time. If you're a retail store that has an online presence, then it makes it a little bit easier. So it's going to ebb and flow a little bit with the businesses. We've had some conversation with Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation and trying to find out kind of where the state lands and what other downtowns are looking like. They're saying that there's potential for 10 to 15% loss within downtowns. We think we're going to do a little bit better than that. We're very diversified downtown, and that has absolutely been to our strength to be a mixed use district. We are a large employment district, and we're hoping that those folks come back to work, or at least there's some kind of shared in-house home situation for getting employees back into the district.
How about Mile of Music? We missed it this year. What's next year looking like? Back to normal?
Well, we don't know if it's going to be exactly normal, but I will tell you the Mile of Music team at Willem's Marketing and Events is definitely planning something special. We don't know exactly what that's all going to look like yet, given the situation, and we want to make sure that the health of our community comes first and the health of our performers. But I do know that they are absolutely in their planning stages for something extra special for 2021.
Appleton has what you're calling a COVID-19 resource center. Tell us about that. How important is this service?
Well, being able to access resources right now is incredibly important for our businesses. They need to know what's happening with the caseloads and what those numbers look like. We've relied heavily on the city of Appleton, the city health department, and the county, and utilizing Outagamie County's resource page. We're sure to share that with our members and our board and make sure that people are aware of the resources that are available. When various grants became available, we made sure to get that information out so our businesses had an opportunity to apply. So making sure that we're all sharing those resources as quickly as we can.
So here we are 9 months into this thing. What's the mood of your business owners, say at the start of the pandemic versus how they're feeling now?
I think optimism is probably the best approach that we've heard. They're very hopeful when we have those conversations about getting through the holiday. I think the holiday season helps a great deal. Obviously, they've seen some traffic, and that has picked up a bit for a lot of our small businesses, and that helps kind of propel them into the new year. So optimism definitely at the top of our wish list this holiday season, and getting people out shopping locally and supporting local.
And finally, your best advice for business owners who are looking forward into this next year, what are you telling them?
Don't be afraid to try some new product lines, to try new innovation. Get involved in social media and be active. Look to different platforms that'll help you create an e-commerce platform. There are a lot of great products out there that allow you to get into that mode of sale in a pretty reasonable way, whether that's a time commitment or a financial commitment. And that's not the way. And I guess that's probably my biggest advice to a small business owner is look for ways to meet your customer where they're at, and be ready to be flexible and diversified as possible.
Jen Stefani, Executive Director of Downtown Appleton Incorporated. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Jen. Much appreciated.
Well, thank you for having me.
We are going to check in next with Jeff Merkis. He is the Executive Director of Downtown Green Bay. Stay with us. And welcome back to Newsmaker Sunday. Jeff Merkis is the Executive Director of Downtown Green Bay Incorporated. He joins us now. Thanks so much for joining us, old friend.
Good morning, Tom. Good to see you.
Again. What's the overall picture in Green Bay? What are your business people telling you? What are you hearing? What are you seeing?
There's resilience. There's a lot of resilience, and it has been a tough year. We're going to take a quick look back and celebrate the things that worked and the ingenuity that took place. But our team and our businesses, they're ready to head into a new year for sure.
creating a first impression for downtown Green Bay. That's important to you. It's a priority. What does that mean?
Yes. I think I remember the years where events made things happen. Events brought people downtown by the tens of thousands. And that's on pause right now. We need to make sure that downtown looks great. It looks unique. And even just over the past few months, some of the cool things that have taken place, beautiful the holiday lights on the city deck. We wanted to blow the community away. Thanks to American Foods Group, they just helped make that look pretty special. Then we came up with ideas like our downtown planters, why don't we have them be custom made? So we worked with various community groups that wanted to adopt a planter, and they put their own little spin on beautiful planters downtown. So murals, and the Ribbon of Hope group brought in some beautiful wreath displays in the former Children's Museum space. We have banners and planters and a cleanliness team, and so there's a very strong commitment to let's make sure we are taking good care of this place. And when people show up, whether it's staying at a hotel, coming to a conference, visiting friends and family, they come to the downtown and they say, this is a special place. Part of our method is, if we're taking good care of it, we are rolling out the red carpet for businesses in the future, entrepreneurs, and the growing residential segment in our downtown. So we have a lot to be proud of looking back, and we're excited about 21.
You say you're going to reimagine some events. Reimagine is the word here. What events are we reimagining, and what are you doing?
Well, I remember the day when our organization really only coordinated a handful of events. We have grown to be an event organization that puts on about 65 events a year. And it's the markets and the concerts and it's gallery nights and those types of functions. And we feel that this is a year that we had to take a break from a lot of that. And now it's a chance to, what is best? What could be reimagined? What's a new way to deliver activation? So we're going to be very purposeful. We're probably not going to just come back in 21 and everything is going to be exactly the way we used to. We want to be open-minded and think through, what do our businesses need? What is the community looking for? And at the same time, there's uncertainty as to when can this take place. So we don't know if it'll be in the first quarter, second quarter. We're watching very closely on how conditions change and have a lot of hope in a vaccine. And but all this fits so well together in a healthy downtown. And we have a lot of optimism that we're going to keep working on the things that work and pause on the things that don't. And the goal is to have a downtown that our community is proud of.
How about your businesses? Are they optimistic? Are they anxious? A little bit of both. What's happening out there?
Yeah, no one has a crystal ball. That's very evident. What they are experiencing is they've tried new things. We worked with an app developer and came out with a Shop Here app. There are new ways for their patrons to find them. But we're also seeing a lot of people in the community. I was just in a small business last night, and they said, we have people coming in telling us they're doing all their shopping local.
Really?
They're coming in and patronizing this business and saying, we're buying local. And it's very easy for people to say that, and then it's, we're seeing it really take place. So businesses are really finding a way to meet the needs of their patrons, adapting and adjusting where necessary. But I think that they're holding on. It'd be great to say that everyone is going bonkers. No, that's tough. But even some of the results of Small Business Saturday, and were some pretty good results. A number of businesses did as well as last year. And I think there's this conscientious effort in our community to make sure that we recognize that these small businesses, they're the fabric of the community. They really help shape the culture and make us a unique place. And we are seeing the community responding. They're going in and buying. They may not be doing dining in, but they're going in and buying gift cards for when they can.
Yeah, you said the words holding on. How long can these poor people hang on?
Mm-hmm. And it is very nice to know that there have been some programs. We pride ourselves in being a resource to our businesses. They get a weekly newsletter, all the ideas and the resources and the webinars and the new ideas. So we enjoy being a resource to these businesses. We hope that we're hopeful that they can hold on. We're also very thankful that they have been utilizing programs that are made available, whether it's the PPP program, grant programs. There was a back to business program where a couple of very generous companies came up with $250,000 to have small businesses survive. And I know a few of those businesses that they obtained a $10,000 or $15,000 grant, and it's going to keep them in business.
That made the difference. We are back with more with Jeff Merkus right after this, so please stay with us. Welcome back to Newsmaker Sunday. We are with Jeff Merkus of downtown Green Bay. How much does Green Bay rely on other communities, say Ashwaubenon and the surrounding communities?
Mm-hmm. Well, when we take a look at, we see downtown is made up of 3 districts: Broadway, downtown, and the Old Main Street District. Mm-hmm. So we kind of 3 districts, 1 downtown. I'm fortunate to work for 2 of those, downtown and Old Main Street. When we market to the community, we are treating Brown County, 250,000 people. That is who we see as our main market. Okay. And we also see that downtown Green Bay is all of their downtown. And there's a lot of neat centers throughout the county, but downtown Green Bay is everyone's, and that's the way we treat it.
So how involved are you and your office in keeping these businesses afloat?
We do whatever we can. Yeah. We have a marketing side of things, and we help out with resources. I think our businesses value business growth, new businesses coming in, new residential coming in. And so we do get involved, working closely with the city and other entities, the Chamber of Commerce and the New North and a startup hub. And so there's a lot of entities that care about the success of the greater community. And we see ourselves as just another one of those economic development partners. The city of Green Bay is very dedicated to development. And there was a pause on that as well. But we see that there's a lot of development opportunity coming forward in the years ahead.
Mm-hmm. Got about 2 minutes left here. Look into your crystal ball a year from now. What do we look like in downtown Green Bay? Mm-hmm. Farmers market, those sorts of things.
Right. We love the markets. People do. We definitely see those coming back. People love the market, the winter market, the summer market, Broadway market. That's tried and true. But we also have this attitude that we want downtown to come back with a vengeance. When it's safe, when people can gather again, we will be ready to roll. The place is going to look great. We have the infrastructure in place. We have a wonderful convention center. We have venues like the Meyer Theater and many others that are ready to welcome their patrons back when the time is right.
What if somebody is thinking of starting up a business right now?
Call us. Call me, call Brian Johnson, call the city of Green Bay. We have space for them, we have programs, and I think our businesses, when they do get downtown, they're wowed by the free marketing and the website, and we do that to help them. We're also very inspired that just over the past few months, mostly during the summer of 2020, 6 new businesses opened in the Main Street District during a pandemic. And we'll do everything we can to help them.
That's a good sign. Jeff Merkus, downtown Green Bay, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Tom.
Much appreciated. And if you've got a newsmaker in your town who you think ought to be on this program, let us know about it. You can send us an email at tips@wearegreenbay.com, or you can message us on Facebook. And be sure to join us once again Sunday morning at 7:30. Until then, have a great day.